So if you are an HR professional who is investing maximum of your time in creating the offer letters for your new employees, then this video will be very helpful for you. Hello everyone, I am your host Ayushi Karasetia and welcome back to our channel Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how you can automatically fill PDF from Zoho Form Responses. So let's take an example that you are an HR professional and you have to create the offer letters for your new joinees or your new employees. Now you have two options. First, do it manually. Take the details of the new employees, then manually fill the details into the template which you have created for your offer letter. Then convert that document into the PDF file and you can save that file in your Google Drive so that you can share that file with your employees on their email address or on their WhatsApp number. The second option is you can create an automation so that automatically using the details of the employee, a new document will get generated and it will be automatically get converted into your PDF file and it will get saved into your Google Drive folder. So the idea here is that you have created a offer letter form using your Zoho Forms account and you have shared that form with your HR team professionals. Now you want that whenever any of your team member fills the form where you are capturing the details of the employees like his name and email address, the contact person details like to whom he needs to report and even the details of the HR. So whenever any of your HR team member fills that offer letter form, automatically using the details of the form submission, a new document should get created into your Google Docs and it will get converted into the PDF file and the file will get saved into your Google Drive folder, so that you can share that file with your new employees on their WhatsApp number or on their email addresses. For this, we need to create a connection between Zoho Forms, Google Documents and Google Drive. So in order to create a connection, we are going to use a software application named Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating all these software applications automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So first we are going to create an integration between Zoho Forms and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect is going to capture all the details of the form submission like the employee name and email address, the contact person details as well as the HR details. Then using those details of the form submission, automatically a new document will get created into your Google Docs. Then the same document will get converted into a PDF file and even the same document will get uploaded to your Google Drive folder. And in this way, we are going to learn that how we can create an integration between all these software applications using Pabbly Connect. For this, let us learn the integration process now on my screen. To start the integration, let us type Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free option and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. By clicking on sign up free button, you will get 100 tasks free every month. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as Autofill PDF from Zoho Form Responses. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now here we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want that whenever a Zoho form is filled by any of your HR person or an HR team member, automatically a new PDF or a new document should get generated. For that, open this trigger window, choose the application name as Zoho Forms. Select the trigger event as new form submitted. Now here we can see a Webbook URL and some instructions. Let us read the instructions. Log into a Zoho Forms account. Go to the existing form you want to integrate and click on Edit. Go to the integrations, Webbooks, configure Webbook, enable the Webbook status, copy the above Webbook URL and paste it under the Webbook URL field. Select the content type as application JSON, enter the name of your form fields and map them with the respective fields, and then click on the Save button to save the Webbook. So I'm just going to copy this Webbook URL from here and I'll take you to the Zoho Forms. Here I have already created a form named Offer Letter. I'm just going to edit this form. And in this particular form, I have taken the fields for the employee name, first name and last name, employee email address, employee mobile number, contact person to whom the employee needs to report, and the HR name. Okay. Now, if you want to add some more fields, select the fields from here, add it to your form, and you can save the form. Okay. And just click on the share button once you have saved the form. And here you can get the form link. So by using this particular link, you can get the form filled with your team. So I'll just move to the form once again. So now we want to create an integration between this particular form and Pabbly Connect. For that, come to this integrations tab, click on it. And here when we scroll down, here we can find the Webbooks option. Click on Webbooks. Now here we have to select the Webbook status as enable. Here we have to paste the Webbook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. So first I will be removing this Webbook which is already saved over here, and I'll copy the Webbook URL again from here and I'll be pasting the same over here. Okay. Now here we have to select the content type as application and JSON format. Come down. Here you have to map the form fields, whatever fields you have taken in the form whose data you want to capture in Pabbly Connect. So I have taken the employee first name, last name, employee email address, employee mobile number, then the contact person first name, then the contact person last name, HR first name and HR last name. If you want to add some more fields, click on this plus sign. You can add the parameter name and name over here and choose the field, and a new field will get created over here. Okay. I'll just remove this extra field from here. And once you have added all the fields, click on this save button. Okay. And here we can see that it is saved. Now we have to move back to Pabbly Connect, and here we can see that it is waiting for the Webbook response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission. It means we have to fill up the form. So I'll just move to the form and I'll access the form from here itself by clicking on this access form option. And let us fill the details of the employee over here. Let us give the first name as Adam, last name as Smith, email address as adamsmith123@gmail.com, employee mobile number, contact person to whom the employee needs to report is Shweta, last name as Arya, HR name as Sneha, and last name as Verma. Okay, so we have added all the fields. Now let's click on submit. Thank you, your response has been submitted. Okay, so the form has been filled. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and here we can see the responses received, and here we can find all the details of the form submission. Okay, here we can find the HR last name, employee first name, email address, mobile number, contact person name, as well as the HR name. So now we want that using these details, automatically a new document should get generated. For that, I'll just take you to the document which I have already created, that is the template. So this is the template which I have created, that is for the offer letter. Here we are going to map the current date, offer letter, dear. Here we are going to map the employee name. On behalf of Zenith Limited, I am pleased to offer you employment with Zigzag Limited in the position of developer. In that position, you will report to, here we are going to give the contact person name. So I've added just a random message over here. Now employee name needs to be mapped. We are excited by the prospect of you joining the company. Sincerely, Zenith Limited by. And now here we are going to map the HR name. Okay, so in this way I have drafted a template. So you can draft a template as per your requirement. Here we need the current date also. But in the response we haven't got the date. For that we have to just add the date and time formatter over here. So open this action step. Choose the application name as date and time formatter. Select the action event as current date. Click on connect. Now here we have to select the basic format. So I want the date in DD, MM and YY format. Include time in response. No, I don't want to include the time. I'm just keeping it as false. And let's click on save and send test request. And here we have got the current date, that is 28th of March 2022. Now we want to create a document. For that, click on this plus sign, add action step. Choose the application name as Google Docs. Select the action event as create document from a template. Click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Google Docs. Now it is asking me to choose an account where I have created my Google document. So I am just choosing my account from here. Pabbly Connect Drive wants additional access to your Google account. So let's click on continue and give away the access as the data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Authorization successful. And now the Google documents are connected to Pabbly Connect. So as we have created a connection, here we can find all the documents which we have created in our Google Docs. So the document which I have already created is job offer letter zigzag template for form submission. So we have to select the same template name over here in Pabbly Connect. That is job offer letter zigzag template for form submission. Now here we have to select the new document's name. What should be the name of the new document which you are creating? So I want the name to be the name of the employee over here. So I'm just giving the employee name as Adam without a space, that the last name also, that is employee last name Smith. Okay. And new document location. Where do you want to save this particular document? So I have already created a folder in my Google Drive named offer letter folder. I want all the documents to be saved in this particular folder named offer letter folder. So I'll be selecting the same folder name over here, that is offer letter folder. Now it is asking for the current date, employee name, contact person and other details. So we have already got these details from the form submission over here, that is Zoho Form Submission. So we are going to map all these details now. Okay, let us map them one by one. Let us map the current date from date and time formatter. Here we have to map the employee name. So employee name will be Adam as well as the last name. So let us map it from Zoho Forms, and the last name was Smith. Now here we have to map the contact person name from Zoho Forms, and the contact person was Shweta and the last name was Arya. Okay, here we have to map the HR name. So the HR first name was Sneha and the last name we have to map it from Zoho Forms. And the HR first name, I can't find the HR last name. Yes, HR last name Verma. Okay. So we have mapped all the details over here. Now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. It means a new document is created in our Google Drive folder. And here we can find a document ID also. It means a document is created. Let's check the document. So here we can see the document named as Adam Smith. I'll just open the document and I'll show it to you. So here we have given some parameters over here in this particular template, that is the current date. So this current date is captured over here. Dear Adam Smith. So here the employee name was required, which is mapped over here in this particular document. Okay, let's scroll down. Here we have given the position to whom the employee needs to contact. The contact person Shweta Arya. See, the contact person name was required. It is mapped. As well as at last the HR name was required. So in the same way over here HR name is mapped. So here we have given some variables in the curly braces. So I have given just 3 variables or 4 variables. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, 4 variables. So if you want to add some more variables, you can add it as per your requirement. So in this way we can see that a correct document is created on the name of Adam Smith. Okay. Now we want to convert this document in the PDF format so that nobody can make any changes. So come back to Pabbly Connect and click on this plus sign, add action step. Select the application name as Google Drive. Select the action event as share a file with anyone. Okay, let us find the same. Share a file with anyone. Click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Google Drive. Now it is again asking me to choose an account. So I'll just choose my account from here. Pabbly Connect Drive wants additional access to your Google account. Let's click on continue. Authorization successful, and now the Google Drive is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to map the file ID which we have got it over here, document ID, because we want this document to be converted into the PDF format. For that, click on this mapping button, remove this data from here, and we have to come to Google Docs and map the document ID from here. Okay, and now let's click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, and here we can see a response is received, and in the response we can find a PDF file URL over here. It means the document is converted into a PDF file over here. So now we want to upload or save this particular same PDF file in the Google Drive folder over here itself. So for that, I am just coming to this action step one more time. Click on this plus sign. Select the application name as Google Drive. This time select the action event as upload a file. Click on connect. Now here I am just going to select the existing connection just because we have recently created a connection in the previous step. Click on save. Now we have to map the URL. So URL will be the PDF file URL. Come to Google Drive, and from here we are going to map the PDF file URL. Now it is asking for the folder ID. Where do you want to save this particular document? So I am just going to give the folder ID, the same folder ID, that is offer letter folder. If you want to give some another folder, you can give the folder ID. From where you get the folder ID? From the URL. Okay. Simply copy this folder ID from here and paste the same folder ID over here from the URL. Sorry, we have to just paste it over here. Okay. Now the file name needs to be given. So I want the file name to be the same file name, that is Adam, as well as the last name of the employee, that was Smith, and .pdf, so that I can differentiate between the Word file and the PDF file. And let's click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. It means a new PDF file is saved in our Google Drive folder. Let's check it. We have to refresh it. Okay, and here we can see adamsmith.pdf. So a PDF file is saved over here. Let's check it. Okay, and here we can see that this offer letter is for Adam Smith. Here we can find the contact person name. Here we can find the employee name as well as the HR name. So the correct document is saved in the PDF format over here in our Google Drive. And in this way, our integration is working perfectly fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now we have to check this in the real time, whether our integration is actually working fine or not. So as we have created a connection, this is just a one-time process. Next time, whenever any of your HR team member is going to fill the Zoho form that you have created in your account, automatically a new document will get created and it will get saved to your Google Drive folder. So let's check it. We have to go to the Zoho forms once again, and I'm just going to access the form in a new tab so that we can fill in the details on the name of some other customer. Let's give the employee name as Kuldeep Gupta, employee email address as kuldeepgupta11@gmail.com, employee mobile number, contact person name as Shweta, last name as Arya, HR name as Sneha, last name as Verma. Okay, and let's click on Submit. Thank you, your response has been submitted. So the form has been filled. Now we are going to check our Google Drive folder whether a new document is created on the name of Mr. Kuldeep and it is saved into the PDF file or not. So I'm just going to refresh this folder. Okay, and here we can see a new document on the name of Mr. Kuldeep Gupta, and here we can see that the same document is saved into the PDF file also, that is kuldeepgupta.pdf. I'm going to show it to you. Here we can see that this is the offer letter. Here we can find the date. Dear Kuldeep Gupta, here we can find the contact person name, again the employee name and the HR name. So in this way we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine and the documents are getting automatically filled through the Zoho Form Responses. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect and I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between Zoho Forms and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the details of the employee through the form submission. Then we have applied date and time formatter to capture the current date, just because in the template we need the date also. Then we have applied the action step of Google Documents for creating a document using a template. So using the details of the form submission of the employee, automatically a new document was created over here. Then we have converted that document into the PDF file over here and we have uploaded the same file, or we have saved the same file in the Google Drive folder, the specific folder. And in this way we have created a successful integration using Pabbly Connect. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.